feel that from here. Throughout the Carolinas, about 50,000 are without power, but the main concern is flooding and wind as the remnants of this storm move through these states now and out to sea at the end of Idalia.
So our adventure begins. We got 3 o'clock this morning to head on out towards the mountains. Left probably 3:30, 3:45, somewhere in there. And we have a tropical storm, started as a hurricane, rolling over top of us. And it had flooded our roads around our house. Our normal road we'd go through to get down to the main road was completely underwater. So we had to detour around, which led to another flood. So, handful of flooded roads later, we decided, okay, maybe we should just chill for a little bit, let this storm move its way over so the roads will unflood for a minute, and then proceed from there. So we made our way back home, pretty much the same roads. Luckily they weren't, had rivers crested or anything from that point. It's now just before 8, and we're back on the road, headed out with several hundred more miles ahead of us, about 8 hours without stops. So with the storm, it's going to make things a little bit slower going than we would like to do, but it is what it is. No rush. Cold? Yeah. He's gonna get you.
Leave it to me to always find the gravel mountain road with a low car. No gas. 6%. Slow. So we arrived at Deals Gap about 2 hours ago. She got her first real experience of driving on her own.
Sure did.
Yeah, fantastic, actually.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be more nervous or anything, but as soon as we hit it, I was like, okay.
Yeah, so tomorrow morning we'll offload her bike, and that's what she'll be riding around for the rest of the time. You know what she usually does?
I'm knitting a sock.
Crocheting. Oh, you're knitting, sorry. I seen yarn. Knitting while at Deals Gap. This is a thing of hers.
I'm sure I'm not the only one.
You are. I'm bitching here making chicken salad. Alright, so last night here, just kind of casual lounge day. She finally got her first solo ride on the Dragon. Did fantastic. we're undecided if we're going to go hit another road at some point tonight. Kind of leaning towards not, just because we have several hundred miles to put on tomorrow to go home. We'll see. We are on our way back home. We didn't end up going out for another trip, but we did take Ivan for a spin around the parking lot again on the motorcycle, which he's just giddy as hell about. GPS is saying about 7.5 hours, and we'll be home, but of course the gas stops